Good morning, dear students. Today we will have a new theme which is called gerunds. So first of all, during the lesson you will understand what functions does our gerund fulfill and how do we translate sentences with it in Russian. Then we will do some exercises and then you will learn the rules. This lesson will give you understanding of the sentences where we use gerund, and you will study to use this gerund in speech. So now I'm going to explain you gerund in English. Gerund, it is the form of the verb that contains ing in the end. For example, to sleep, sleeping, to read, reading, to swim, swimming, to play, playing. Gerund has as properties of nouns as of verbs. For example, reading books in Russian we translate like читать книги. It's the verb. Preparing food we translate like готовить еду. It's also the verb. They are singing. Их пение. We translate it like the process. Noun. And by reading, путем чтения читая, we translate it also like noun. Process. So let's talk about verb properties of gerund. If we can ask the questions what or how after the gerund, so it will have verb properties. For example, reading books, writing what? Essay, speaking how? Loudly, driving how? Quickly. The next are properties of nouns. If you can put the question whose before gerund, it will express properties of noun. For example, they're singing. Who's singing? My friends reading. Who's reading? Helen's coming. Okay, let's talk about the functions which gerund can fulfill in the sentence. So the first is subject, then predicate, then object, then attribute, adverbial modifier, and attribute. So let's talk about subject. The subject is the thing or person who does the main action. So look at the sentence. Reading is your favorite occupation. So subject here is reading. Usually, subject stays in the first place of the sentence. Let's continue. The next function is predicate. My main aim now is learning English. Usually, gerund predicate stays after the verb to be. Predicate is the action which our subject does. The next is object. Object adds the predicate. For example, I go in for what? I go in for skating. So usually we can ask the question what after our action. The next is adverbial modifier. After coming home, he began to cook dinner. Usually, adverbial modifier expresses time or place where action was done. The next is attribute. So attribute answers the question what. What thing? Which? For example, I am proud of his gift of helping people. I am proud of what gift? Gift of helping people. So if we can answer, we can ask the question what? It is attribute. So now let's go to some exercises. The first exercise, put the verbs into the sentences with the form of gerund. So he prefers by train to fly. Think a little bit and choose one word which we can put here. So the right answer is he prefers traveling by train to flying. The next sentence, I'm afraid of late for the flight. So the right answer is I'm afraid of being late for the flight. Number 3, he suggests hour to see him. The right answer is coming. He suggests our coming to see him. Cartoons is always fun. The right answer is watching cartoons is always fun. And the last, he left us without a word. Yes, you're right. He left us without saying a word. Okay, I hope that you have done all the sentences in right way. Okay, let's go further. Exercise number 2. You should make up sentences using gerund. So you can see the picture and you can see example sentences. If gerund is a subject, you can tell swimming is good for your health. What is good for your health? Swimming. The next picture about reading. He enjoys reading. He enjoys what? Reading. Here we can see the gerund fulfills the function of object. Now try to make up your own sentences. The next. Its hobby is eating grapes. You can see that gerund stays after the verb to be, so it's predicate. And the next, the risk of fast driving scares him. The risk of what? Fast driving. So here, our gerund fulfills the function of attribute. Now try to make up your own sentences. Okay, that's enough for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for doing exercises. See you next lesson. Learn the rules, please, and make up your own sentences to exercise number 2. Bye.